The insane, fascinating question, did Paul McCartney die? 11/9/1966. November 9th, 1966. If he did, we need to know where William Campbell Shears is, because that would be his replacement. Can't find him. Where is this man? William Campbell Shears, born in Liverpool, 1943. Can't find him. So, if McCartney died, the Beatles couldn't really tell the world that he was dead. One, the money, and two, 20,000 plus little girls around the world, maybe more, are all going to commit suicide. Now, do you want their blood on your hands? You can't break up. You can't. You just can't do it. And the money, right? So, the Beatles stopped performing after 1966. Why? Well, Billy Shears, can't play the bass left-handed. And he's also a little bit taller than John Lennon. Sgt. Pepper's, they changed their name. I mean, they released it as the Beatles, but it's Sgt. Pepper's. And we have the lyrics in Sgt. Pepper's, "Let me introduce to you the one and only Billy Shears." Well, who the heck is Billy Shears, and why are you introducing him to us? The album cover of Sgt. Pepper's is a funeral scene, okay, with hidden clues. And you can go down the rabbit hole on that. Then you got Linda Eastman. Linda Eastman's a groupie out of the Eastman Kodak family. Got lots of money to travel around the world taking pictures of rock stars. And she had thousands and thousands of pictures. And I think, did she figure out that Paul McCartney's no longer Paul McCartney? And so she blackmails him and say, well, I'll keep all this secret if you marry me. So he marries Linda Eastman. And there's an interview with him, video. And the question is, well, why'd you marry Linda Eastman? And he doesn't smile. He doesn't get all happy. Doesn't put his arm around her. He just says, well, I think it was the thing to do. And he doesn't smile. That really bothered me a lot. And the next question is, why did they go to Scotland? Linda and Paul go to Scotland, to a secluded farm. Well, it's kind of an unusual location for a super rich man who's a rock star. And then there's Hamburg. When the Beatles are in Hamburg, Paul fathers 2 children with a German lady, and he pays child support. Government requires it. Mother knows that he's the father, and he pays the child support, etc. And, eventually that money stops getting paid. And they sue. The mother and the children, they sue. And the DNA test comes out negative. Means that Paul McCartney's not the father. But the mother knows he is. So that's a problem. We got the Letterman Show, which is kind of humorous interview, where there's supposedly a slip of the tongue by Sir Paul. We got the Mike Douglas Show, where Mike Douglas interviews Paul's brother from the audience. And it's very inconclusive and kind of like a bunch of nonsense. I want to know why Sir Paul did not go to the Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony of the Beatles. I mean, there's, BS excuses, but why not go? I mean, this is part of your life, part of your history, part of rock and roll history that is like so important. Then there's 2 books that are supposedly authored by Shears, a.k.a. Paul McCartney. They're sold for a lot of money. I haven't read them, but be interesting to read. And you can find them on eBay or on the internet. Then you got a tweet by McCartney for Ringo Starr's birthday, and it says, "Happy birthday to the greatest rock drummer." Well, excuse me, but I didn't know it was John Bonham's birthday. All right. So, is Paul drunk when he made the tweet? What's going on? Well, it looks like a whole lot of ass kissing to me, because Ringo's the only guy who can tell the truth and everybody's going to believe it. We've got the solo work, right, after they break up. And to me, it's very different than the work done with John Lennon. But then this is a great writing team, John Lennon and Paul McCartney. Perhaps the greatest songwriting team of all time. I mean, they could write nonsense lyrics and make it sound great. Just completely unbelievable. Beatles always function on an incredibly higher level than everybody else. So I just don't feel like the quality of work after they broke up is that strong. But that's just my opinion. And then you've got the Harrison tape where he supposedly talks about Paul's death. This is not properly substantiated. It's questionable, but extremely interesting. And then finally, we have the Italian news media comparing the ears of Paul McCartney to the new Paul McCartney, and they supposedly didn't match. But, photographs, they lie, and they could be changed and so on and so on. So how accurate that is, that's a whole nother story. So there's only one question. Where is Billy Shears? Where is William Campbell Shears? And I have no conclusion about this case. None. But this is what I've found going down the rabbit hole. This is the overview. And you can go down the rabbit hole and let your head spin, because it's pretty crazy. Thank you for watching.